Hi guys, welcome to my 2015 skincare favorites video / skincare routine. So I had someone request that I do a skincare routine video, but most of the stuff that I use I discovered in 2015, so it's kind of like an all-in-one. So we're gonna open a LaCroix and get down to it. Thumbs up this video if you like LaCroix. It is definitely an acquired taste. Me and my friend Kelly love it, and I send each other pictures of which flavor we're drinking. I'm drinking, this can be part of my favorites too, because I love LaCroix. I don't know if you can read it, Mike, because he says, "I wish you were a cat," and no offense, but I kind of do. And then the other side says, "Meow, meow." All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into the LaCroix and the skincare products in my at-risk double chin. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the order, or at least try to go in the order of my skincare routine. So first I will start with my cleanser. I believe I discovered this in 2015. Even if I didn't, this is still my favorite cleanser and a huge part of my routine. So this is the Trader Joe's all-in-one facial cleanser. And this is not only affordable, I think it's like $5.99. Don't take me if I'm wrong, $5.99, maybe $6.99. I love this because it has vitamin A, vitamin B5, it has copper peptides in it, it has green tea, which is very soothing. It is just, also very important, not tested on animals. A little goes a long way. One of my favorite things about this though is that it is tearless. So I hate using two separate cleansers. So I don't remove my makeup with a makeup wipe first and then clean it. I think if you have a good cleanser, it should be able to get makeup, dirt, oil, all of that off of your face in one step, and this really does. So quick funny story about my Clarisonic. So I found my Clarisonic after we moved. I started using it again, and in the middle of the night, 2 nights in a row, I woke up to this weird buzzing noise. And because we had just moved into a brand new house, I thought that it was coming from this outlet in the bathroom. And of course, I got on my phone in the middle of the night, as you do, and you Google, and it's like, this could be an electrical fire. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can already see the headline, couple builds their dream house and then it burns to the ground in the first week because of an electrical fire. So I thought for sure it was that. I made my husband take the wall outlet off, and he looked in there, and then we actually maybe even had someone come out, and they're like, no, there's nothing wrong. I don't see why you would be hearing that noise. And then, cut to a few days later, I hear the noise again while I am in a drawer in the bathroom, and I'm like, my Clarisonic, why is it turning itself on? And then, a light bulb moment. I was like, that's the noise. That is what I was hearing. So my Clarisonic had turned into a ghost and started turning itself on in the middle of the night, and I don't know what that was all about. I'm pretty sure it was shorting out though, because it would not respond when I would go to turn it on sometimes. So I was like, it's just on its last leg and I don't trust you. And I was kind of just wanting to see what would happen if I didn't use it anyways. So I began moving to a less abrasive cleansing method, which are these konjac sponges. I think that's what they're called. This is from Eco Tools. This is their sensitive skin one, and it's dry right now. It's all dehydrated. But when it's wet, it almost has a gelatinous texture to it. It doesn't feel entirely like a sponge, even though I would describe it as a sponge. But I was using this, and I felt even though it was so gentle, these are gentle enough you can use them on babies. And I have a review of this particular sponge, as well as just konjac sponges in general from a different brand called Dr. Sponge. So I'll link that below if you want to read more about these. But they're super gentle, yet they somehow still do a really good job of exfoliating. So I noticed my skin actually got a hell of a lot better when I stopped using my Clarisonic. I did have an opportunity to review a product maybe just a little bit ago. It is similar to the Clarisonic, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to get back into the electronic cleanser realm again. And that was the Foreo Luna, and it is a similar device in that it uses ultrasonic pulsations. So it vibrates and you go like this. I didn't know what to think of this at first because unlike Clarisonic, it has no brush heads. It has these little silicone nubbies on there, and there's bigger ones and there's smaller ones, and there's some on the other side too. You plug it in here, it charges via USB, which I thought is awesome, especially if you travel. But I was just like, I don't know, this feels so different than a nylon brush head, and it's an entirely different shape. It has no handle. I don't know what to think of this. But as you'll see in the review, I'll link you to below, I loved this. I was amazed at how, first of all, it's like way more cost effective because you don't have to buy brush heads for it. So initially, right there, you're saving $25 every 3 months because that's when you're supposed to switch the brush heads out. So what is that, like $100 a year you're saving right there because you never have to buy brush heads. It hardly ever needs charged. I mean, I haven't charged this yet, and I've been using it ever since I reviewed it, which was like November maybe. So it has a way better battery life. I like that it's a USB enabled charger, so you don't have to have like a special place in the bathroom for it. I love the size of it too. They, Foreo made this like fit more in like the palm of your hand to feel like a more like natural feeling. And I would agree, like it does feel much more natural to do like this motion than like a brush handle, like a toothbrush. But yeah, I really like this. I feel like it's doing a fairly good job of keeping like my dry flakes at bay right now, even though I still have them on my nose, and I'm not happy about that. But yeah, I really like this. If you want a electronic cleanser of some sort and you're debating between the Clarisonic or a Foreo product, I would definitely recommend this one. I'm going to move into like the treatment and the moisturizer products I like. So, as I said, and I've probably complained about before, I do have dry skin. So what I look for in products is something that's going to definitely add hydration in. I love facial oils. Don't be afraid of them. They'll change your life. So I have a few different oils and treatments that I like to use. First, I'll start with treatments because after you wash your face, you'll do like your treatment step first. So that would be like, you know, if you are treating acne, aging, if you're using like a brightening serum, things like that would come before you do your like night cream or moisturizer. So I have 2 treatment steps here. I first have a retinol product. Now, once this is done, I will be switching to a cruelty-free company as it is Peter Thomas Roth, but this is their Retinol Fusion PM, and this is a pretty high strength retinol treatment. It's, I believe, the highest strength you can get over the counter, so without like going to a doctor and getting Retin-A. It's 1.5% retinol, so this is not something you just want to start using if you've never used retinol before. If you want to start using retinol, start with Philosophy's Help Me. That's what I used, and I loved it. It was a great way to like ease in. Then I used Paula's Choice 1% retinol, which I really like. I might repurchase that. And then now I've moved to the 1.5% big guns. So the only thing I don't like about this is that it's a weird texture. It's kind of an oil, but not really. I'll do this and maybe you can see it. Okay, hold on. Let's not get retinol on the floor. My precious retinol. So it's very watery. So what I like to do is mix this with a moisturizer or facial oil because it's hard to put on. It kind of feels like it's like you gotta go fast because you're putting water on your face. So retinol is great for fine lines, wrinkles, clogged pores, breakouts, skin discoloration like melasma or like post-acne marks. It's great for texture, like uneven like pores, and I love retinol. It has absolutely changed my skin, and it helps to keep your pores from getting clogged up by turning over your cells. So cell turnover is like the name of the game with retinol, and do really like this one, although I'm disappointed Peter Thomas Roth tests on animals, so I'm gonna switch to a different retinol when it's done, like I said. But in general, retinol, I mean, is just a great idea. So after I do my treatment step, like retinol, I will moisturize. And lately, all I've been moisturizing with at night is the Root Fresh Lavender Moisturizer. This is a really nice, thick, hydrating cream, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling greasy. It smells absolutely amazing. It smells like fresh lavender, but they also have red raspberry seed oil in this, and I can definitely smell that too. It kind of makes it like a lavender scent that's like extra special. So what I do with it is I like dot it on my face, and then I rub it in, and then I do a weird thing where I take my hands, I put them over like this is gonna sound weird, and I like breathe in the lavender scent because it's so good, and lavender is like helps promote like relaxation and calming, so it's great to use before bed. You can use this during the day, and I do that too when I'm feeling super dry, but it is a really nice hydrating like night cream, I would consider. So it's probably too heavy for a lot of people during the day if you're not like super dry like me. After my moisturizer, I will use a facial oil. I will let you know I used to do this incorrectly. I now know that oils can penetrate moisturizers and creams, but not the other way around. So if I applied a facial oil and then I put my moisturizer on top, that moisturizer is probably not going to penetrate down through that oil. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so I have two facial oils that I kind of alternate between. I will show you the one that I have used longer, which is from NUDE Skincare. This is their ProGenius oil. If you read my blog, I've talked about this a lot because I have a really special relationship with it. I love this. It's one of the first facial oils I ever tried, and it is packed with omega fatty acids, omega 3, 6, 7, and 9. It has probiotics in it. It is a vegan product. It does not test on animals. It's made in France, and it just gives you the softest, most lovely skin in the morning. I love this stuff. I only use it at night. It is expensive too. It's $78, so not super amped about that, but I mean, I've been using this for a while. It's got the little dropper. And I only use, let me think about how many drops I use, because I use probably more than most with my dry skin, but I do, I'd say like 4 drops, and I rub it between my hands, and I press it into my skin. And I believe, if I remember when I worked at Sephora, they recommended pressing in upwards motions. So like, for aging, you don't want to be like going like this. You want to be doing upward motion. So I try to focus on just like pressing it and pushing it upwards to apply it. And then I also alternate with a root product, which is their Beauty Sleep Skin Perfecting Serum. This is equally packed with good stuff. So this has got grapeseed oil, it has argan oil, it has helichrysum. If you guys are into essential oils, you know what that is, helichrysum. But it's a very, very like precious, very expensive essential oil. It's got bergamot, it has the pink grapefruit oil, which is really brightening, which is great for discoloration. So I love to use this on my face, same way I use the nude oil, but I also like to put it on my hands, my cuticles. You can put it on the ends of your hair. It's just a really good all-purpose oil, and it's a much more affordable alternative to that nude ProGenius. So that's kind of why I alternate, because I mean, I could go through this really fast. Okay, now you're ready for the like masks or like occasional treatments that I loved and like to use occasionally in my skincare routine. So I've got 3. They're all super like fun to use, and I think that's like one of the key things in a mask or a peel or something. It's like it should be enjoyable, because usually you use this when you do have a little extra time. Maybe you're having like a little DIY spa day. Have a video about that, link it below. So first one is another root product. This is their toning peppermint mud mask. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely my favorite mud mask, clay mask, same thing, because this is the only one I've ever used that does not make my skin feel like dry and tight. Plus it, like they put the pepper in peppermint. This is the most like, oh, delicious minty smelling mask. I don't know, I'm showing you like you could smell it or something, but it smells just so like invigorating, and it feels that way too. My favorite way to use this is after I do like a workout video, like Tone It Up. I love their workout videos. I've been doing them. Comment below if you guys like Tone It Up girls, they're amazing. Anyways, before I get off on that tangent, so I'll do like a video and I'm super sweaty, and I'll put this on while I like get my shower ready and stuff, and it's just like, oh, it feels so good after a workout, especially if you're like me and your face gets so red and like hot. Gosh, me and my old person eyes. Once again, does this mean I need bifocals or something when you have to pull it out? Or reading glasses or something. Yeah, it helps really pull your impurities in your clogged pores to the surface, and it's got green tea again, so it's got that soothing ingredient, olive oil, aloe again. It's got peppermint essential oil. I think you could tell that. Charcoal, activated charcoal, so that's another great ingredient for pulling things to the surface. Actually, oh, it has organic white willow bark, which is like one of my favorite anti-acne ingredients that's natural. So it's like a natural form of salicylic acid. So yeah, this is just an awesome mask to do if your skin is feeling like a little oily, your pores are feeling like full of junk. I like to use this like week of my period or week before, because that's like prime time for disgusting skin. So yeah, love this mask. I know you'll love it too, especially if you have dry skin and you're like, clay masks make my face feel like I'm a Egyptian crypt tomb. A mummy. Makes me feel like a mummy. This is Dr. Brandt's Oxygen Facial. It is the most bubbly, cool feeling ever. I'll try to put it on my hand, but I don't know if you can tell. So you put it on like that. And then when you rub it in, you wait, and little bubbles start to pop up, and it's like fizzing and foaming, and it gets like really thick too. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's got little oxygen bubbles in there, and I think it might be too bright for you to see, but so this is an awesome mask for when your skin is just feeling and looking dull and tired, and they say it's like an energizing mask. I felt like it really moisturized my skin well too. So you just leave this on for 3 minutes, or you wait till like it disappears basically. So it's gonna initially be a white coating, and then all these little oxygen bubbles are gonna break up and like dissolve. It's just one of the coolest masks I've ever used, and I totally always like look forward to using it because it's so neat. Like this would be a really fun mask to use like with your girlfriends or your mom or like your boyfriend or your husband if he's up for it, because this is just like the coolest mask, and it leaves your skin feeling and looking just like way more like hydrated and just not as dull and gross. They call it a flash recovery mask, and they say it revitalizes, it hydrates, and it boosts radiance. And I would agree with all three. I just have fun every time I use this mask. Okay, best for last. This is, I want to say, the coolest and most effective skincare product that I discovered in 2015, and it's from Org. The brand is ORG. And it's called a mineral peel face. Now, I'm not saying that wrong. It's not mineral face peel, it's mineral peel face. So this is an organic exfoliant, and you're probably confused because it's not a scrub or anything. I don't understand how this works, but it is, you just have to try it, okay? Okay, so you spray it all over your face. You wait a whole 3 seconds, and then you do this, and you are going to feel dry skin literally rolling and peeling off in your hands, and not in like a painful or disgusting way. I mean, it's amazing. So your skin just starts to like roll and peel off all the little dead skin cells, and then that takes like no time at all, and then you rinse, and yeah, that's it. It is the most effective and quickest like acting exfoliant I've ever used, and it's an organic product, so it's not like it's full of like scary things. After you've rolled all your dead skin off, I mean, your face feels softer than it's ever felt. I think they have a body version of this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why haven't I bought that? Because I want my body to feel like that too. Yeah, I guarantee if you use this, your face will feel softer than it's ever felt in its life. Okay, you guys, so that is my 2015 skincare favorites / current skincare routine. I love all of those products. I sincerely enjoy using all of them, and I think that's a big part of skincare, is enjoying the process of doing it. You have to do the work, you have to commit to doing your routine every night, and not being like lazy and just going to bed with like makeup on your face. Like if you put the work in, you will get compliments about your skin, and you'll be like, thank you. Just good genes, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. So, another burp, really, in another favorites video. Where you go?